Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the Morning News.
A very good morning to you. Welcome in on this Wednesday. It is October 8th. You have Ryan and Rachel here with you. And, after several dry days, the rain is here.
Yeah, the rain is here. We said it was coming.
Yep.
Here she is.
Here she is. And here is Kate talking about rain, then the chill coming later this week.
I was digging through the sweater pile today. I saw a really funny reel yesterday where it was like, the closet looks like a storage bin. You still got the summer weather from sweating it out in the 80s and the shorts and tank tops this weekend, but the sweaters are just waiting to be put into the roster, right? And so those sweaters, you can get those out today. You still want your rain jacket if you're going to be out within the next hour or two, though. And then this afternoon, a fleece jacket or, your jean jacket or whatever, because there is going to be a bit of a chill in the air, especially with the breeze, but a wet, damp start to the day. We got 40s and 50s across the board. We'll pop into the 60s for those highs today, so certainly taking a bit of a step back, but even colder air is coming at us tonight, tomorrow night. We got numerous freeze and frost alerts to pass on to you as well. I'm going to break all this down for you, including that timecast coming up.
They murdered Robert.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good wet Wednesday morning. The Skynet 9 camera out over Auburn showing a wet Genesee Street. We've got some raindrops on our camera lens. We've been dealing with rain showers off and on ever since yesterday, about midday. All night it has been raining, but we're getting towards the tail end of it now. 54 degrees at the moment on the radar. Still some light showers right on top of Syracuse and the Finger Lakes, but everything is starting to peel out of here. It's already dry out in western New York, so we only have about another hour or two, and then things will really kind of taper off here. But with that said, we do have some cooler temperatures today. We're only in the 60s and very breezy. We've got a northwest wind, so when you have cooler air over the lake or blowing over the lake, that is going to create some lake effect rain showers. We'll still see at least a brief passing shower from time to time today, but certainly not as warm as it's been the last few days. We're taking it down to the low to mid 60s for those highs, and then it's breezy too, so then you have that added in there. Tonight, the sky goes clear, the wind goes calm. Our temperatures are dropping. We have a lot of frost advisories, including Onondaga County for tonight, with lows in the low 30s, mid 30s, where there is a very good chance at frost. Highs tomorrow only in the 50s. Quite a chilly day tomorrow. Not much of a breeze, but at least we have some bright sunny skies tomorrow. So certainly want to have those thicker sweaters on hand for tomorrow. And then Thursday night, Friday morning, we're waking up to temperatures we haven't felt since mid-April. It is going to be quite a cold one. Rome, 28 degrees early Friday morning. This is where we do have a freeze watch. So if you have sensitive plants that you don't think or don't have a lot of confidence it will survive these cold temperatures, you're going to want to take precautions this afternoon to cover them up or bring them in. Here's your timecast. So here's the back edge to the rain. That's just off to our east as early as about 7 o'clock this morning. And then by 9, 10 o'clock, things are starting to improve already. We get breaks of sun. There's the lake effect I was just telling you about. So we'll see a little bit of that from time to time today. Otherwise, nice mix of sun and clouds, but it is breezy, so when you're not in the direct sunshine, you are going to feel that chill, especially if you were out this evening, got to watch kids' soccer games or anything like that. You're going to want the extra layers for tonight. Overnight, things are clearing out. That's when we wake up to our frosty morning tomorrow. During the day, it's bright and sunny, but definitely on that cool fall feel out there, those highs in the 50s. And of course, very cold again Friday morning. We start off with frost, but lots of sun in the afternoon. We'll warm it up over the weekend, though. Highs near 70, Saturday, Sunday. Monday in the mid 60s. We're still watching out for chances of rain coming into central New York. Dry for right now, but something that we are still watching.
Okay, thank you, Kate. Right now.
certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Well, another check at the radar. It's the first time in over 10 days that I've really had anything to show you in the morning that wasn't super far away. And so we're at the tail end of our rain. It's going to be wrapping up here in the next couple of hours, giving us a drier finish to the day. And after today, we really have little to no rain coming at us. Just one thing of note, just Sunday night into Monday, we're just still watching things. Our models are a little split. One is having some rain coming up the coast and coming our way for Sunday night, Monday. And then our other one that we tend to put a little more chickens in that basket, it's going for mostly dry. So we're still just treading with caution here for the tail end of the holiday weekend. But we're drying out today. If you have any soccer games or anything to watch for this afternoon, well, just keep in mind it is a much cooler day. You got temperatures 50s, and it's breezy too, so you have that wind chill. Cold tonight. We have frost and freeze alerts tonight and Friday morning as well. Temperatures in the lower 30s. Hard freeze most likely for a lot of us on Friday morning. Once we get past that, though, our overnight lows start to come up and the daytime highs in the mid 60s to near 70 for the weekend.
Long, by the way.
I know.
30 years.
Yeah, it's been 30 years.
And he still has such a
Presence.
such a presence. Yeah, and he's so notable.
That is for sure. Welcome in. You have Ryan, Rachel, and Kate here. It is 5:31, and after being bored for, I don't know, a long time, being a SoCal meteorologist.
I was like in hibernation, just kind of getting prepared for what is on the way.
Dusting off her snow graphics for the upcoming season.
Oh no, I haven't gone that. No, but I've had to dust off and kind of spruce up our few freeze and frost graphics.
Yeah.
We're dealing with some of that starting tonight and especially Friday morning. Whew, grab your sweaters.
Okay.
It's going to be chilly, let me tell you.
Friday morning lights going to be in the Friday morning gyms.
Oh, we got that right. I already made that executive decision. I was like, my butt is not out there Friday morning. Nope, we're going to be indoors for that. Here's what it looks like on the satellite and radar. We're on the tail end of the rain. It's going to be wrapping up here shortly. After picking up some much-needed rain. I mean, we went 10 straight days again with no rain, and so a lot of us picked up about 3/4 of an inch to even about 1.5 inches. Now, thankfully, that didn't fall too quickly in one location to cause too many issues in most spots. But, we're waking up. You're feeling the chill. You're feeling the dampness. This afternoon, it's drier, but, boy, are you going to feel that coolness because of the breeze. At least we'll have some sunshine this afternoon as well.
Thank you, Kate. A full day of testimony.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
There it is. We were during commercial break. We're like, we got the moon, and then a cloud moved by, and now we got the moon again. So we had our full moon yesterday, and there are the clouds. Well, this is showing that we're starting to break up the clouds, and the drier weather is on the way. So we're right at the back edge of the rain that we've had going on since, like 10, 11 o'clock yesterday morning is when things kind of started here. And we've just been dealing with that rain off and on all day yesterday. We needed one of these days, though. We just needed one of those just kind of cloudy, rainy, just to kind of wash things away. And really to give our lawns and the plants and everything a good drink of water. It had been 10 days since we've had any measurable rain around here. So we'll take what we can get, because after today, there's not going to be a lot of rain again for several days. Maybe we're going to try maybe for Sunday night. Other than that, so we're wrapping things up here. I do think we'll still have some lake effect rain showers because it is quite cool today. We're waking up this morning damp, cloudy in the 50s. Still plenty of cloud cover around. This afternoon, though, you'll see more breaks of sunshine, but our temperatures are certainly much cooler, though. We're in the 60s, and it's breezy today, too. We've got a gusty northwest wind, which is certainly going to add that chill to the air, especially if you're not in the direct sunshine. So just a heads up with that. But we're going for highs in the 60s for this afternoon. And then here's our other big headline. Many of us are going to get our first frost. If you haven't yet, you're going to probably get it. If not tonight, then definitely on Friday. We're going for low to mid 30s. We have frost advisories and even a freeze warning up north for tonight. And then everyone is on a freeze watch for tomorrow. Look at our temperatures tomorrow afternoon, though. Only in the 50s. So this is the cool fall-like weather I've heard from so many of you that you want. And then it is a very cold morning for your Friday. The coldest morning we've had since mid-April. Even out in Rome, below freezing in the 20s. Where you see the purples, that's where you're going to have that hard killing freeze going on. So our rain is wrapping up. It's moving out of here. By the time we're done with the morning news, a lot of this is pretty much done with. And then this afternoon, we're cool, we're breezy. We've got temperatures in the 60s. You can see a little bit of that lake effect still kind of hanging on. But then we clear it out tonight, and the wind goes almost calm, and that's when our temperatures bottom out. And it's definitely a chilly day tomorrow, but it's bright and sunny, so that's the good news. And then we'll have a frosty start to our day on Friday, but then we'll have sunshine, highs in the 60s, near 70 on Saturday. Again, we're still watching out for possible rain Sunday night, Monday. We're still going for team dry at this moment, mid-60s for next week.
ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Hey, welcome in. It is 6 o'clock on a Feel Good Wednesday, October 8th. Ryan and Rachel here, and let's get right into it because we have rain.
We have rain.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a dry spell the last, 10 days there, Kate? And
we went 10 days with no rain again. And then prior to that, it was like over 2 weeks. And so it's been super dry. So this was very, very much needed. But it's starting to move out. We're already on the tail end of things. I mean, a lot of this is going to be wrapped up here within the hour. And then we'll be treated to some fall weather. I know I've heard from a lot of you, you were not maybe the biggest fans of the 80s. It was a bit of a split decision here, but if you've been waiting for the cool fall weather, I got that for you for the next few days. In fact, it's so cold that we even have frost and freeze alerts for tonight and tomorrow nights. We've got some cold nights coming at us and more dry weather too. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
They murdered Robert.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And good morning. There's another view of the moon. Now, it's not quite full. That was yesterday. Actually, no, Monday. I'm losing track of my days. It was earlier this week that we had the full harvest moon. And this is up in Oswego, so it's telling us that the clouds are beginning to break up. Our rain is starting to move out of here. And we have some drier air on the way. But that also means some cooler air is on the way as well. We're saying goodbye to the 70s and 80s for a while. Here's the rain. And we're right on the backside of it. We have just some lighter showers hanging out in Syracuse now. And everything is pushing off to our east. And so we are already dried out in western New York. Now, because we do have colder air blowing over the lakes, we're probably going to get at least a handful of some lake effect rain showers. I'm not ruling that out today. But the bigger takeaways, it is a damp, cool morning. But this afternoon, it's drier. You see some breaks of sun. But you're going to feel that coolness because it is breezy. Got a gusty northwest wind today, around 20 miles per hour. So when you're not in the direct sunshine and you're outside, it's going to feel cool, especially compared to the 70s and 80s we've had recently. So if you've been wanting the cooler weather to get the sweaters out and whatnot, I got that for you. But here's the thing. If you have plants that you just don't have confidence that are going to survive a frost and freeze the next couple of nights, you're going to want to do what you can this afternoon to bring them in, to cover them up. We got some patchy frost. We got frost advisories for a lot of us for tonight. Even colder, though, for Friday morning. Look at our highs tomorrow. Only in the mid-50s. We're running below average, but at least will be bright and sunny. So that's good. But then when you wake up Friday morning, whew, I mean, pretty much everyone is going to have some frost around here, but a killing freeze for a lot of locations that you see in the purples. We've got a freeze watch for pretty much everyone in central New York. So just a heads up with that. Here's the time cast. So within the hour, a lot of this rain is just outside of the viewing area. We see more and more of that sunshine. Bit breezy, got that wind kicking in from the northwest, that colder air blowing over. So there's the lake effect I was just telling you about. And then it turns much drier later on tonight. The wind goes calm. Our sky clears out. That allows those temperatures to bottom out. Low mid-30s. Bright and sunny during the day tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful fall day. Yeah, a little cool, but not too bad. In the mid-50s. We'll keep it clear, and then those temperatures really drop, though, by Friday morning. And I mean, a lot of us in those outlying areas below freezing, like Rome, upper 20s. Oof, that's cold. You want to definitely have that warmer fleece jacket at a minimum to head out the door on Friday morning. During the day in the 60s, near 70 on Saturday. We're still watching something brewing up the coast for Sunday, Monday. We're still leaning more team dry right now, but let's just say team wet is starting to put some chips in the game there a little bit. So we'll just keep an eye on
I
it.
didn't realize there were teams.
Well,
It's like Team Edward and Jacobs. Or Team Edward, Twilight, Jacob.
I was like,
Took me a second.
What's happening? All right.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
the temperature trend, so we've been in the 70s and 80s the last few days. The first week in October, super warm. It's felt more like July, but now this is more October speed here. We got 60s today, 50s tomorrow, and then 60s even near 70 on Saturday. But more notable, our overnight temperatures coming at us tonight and tomorrow night. We got lows down to the 30s, and for Syracuse, there's a good chance we're going to get our first frost. How does that pair up to when we typically get it? Well, Syracuse's average first frost, so like 34 degrees or lower, October 10th. So we're almost there. So yeah, about normal. The earliest was September 13th back in 1943. But what about the actual 32 degrees? Well, the average is October 17th. So if we hit that 32 degree mark on Friday, it will be a little bit ahead of schedule compared to normal. But again, it's nothing really outrageous, nothing really of note, I should say. So yeah, I mean, it's that time of the year where we just have to keep an eye on things. If you have plans that you don't have high confidence that's surviving this, you know the drill. You know what you need to do. I tease, someone asked me about the mumps. I was like, I am the wrong person to ask for that. Like, don't ask me.
When in doubt, bring him in, right?
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Sounds good to me.
Print the shirt. When in doubt, grab a Fluffernutter sandwich.
Yeah, I like that one too.
You know it's National Fluffernutter.
Game 4, by the way, yeah, that'll be tonight, just after 7 o'clock.
Dramatic, I tell you. Wow. All right, welcome in. October baseball. There's nothing like it.
Let's go Yanks.
You have Rachel, Ryan, and Kate here with you.
I was teasing. I was checking the Tiger score from last night because that's what I fell asleep. My husband watching that, and
He won't be waking up happy.
he's not going to be happy this
You
morning.
sound like a tiger this morning. All right. Well, it is Wednesday, October 8th, by the way, and we are not grumpy because, you know, even though it's rain, we kind of need it.
You know, we needed one of those days yesterday.
We did.
We did?
You
We
know,
were due.
you just want to just like, you know, put the cozy sweatshirts on. Let the rain just kind of cleanse everything away.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what I'm thinking. And then today we're reaching for the comfy cozy sweatshirts and the sweaters. The fall weather. I heard from so many people that were like, I'm done with the 80s. I'm like, not me.
You're never gonna have my mouth.
Not me personally, but many of you did tell me that. And you know what? I got that for you. That's what this rain is bringing in. It's bringing in needed rain. We had nothing for 10 days straight. And so this gave us a little drink of water. But now we're about to embark on another dry stretch and some cooler temperatures. So we're in the 50s now. Our highs today in the 60s. And the wind's going to have a little bit of a bite to it, especially when you're not in the sun, because it is a bit breezy today. But we're mostly dry the rest this afternoon, and then we got some frosty nights coming at us the next couple of nights.
In about 3 hours.
Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Hey, good morning, everybody. There's the moon. It was cool the other day, and now still looks pretty good out there. We had our first super moon, first of 3 consecutive ones, first one of the year, and our skies begin to clear out a bit. This is from Oswego, and we can see it absolutely beautiful. All right, another view of Oswego. This is right at the Speedway. That is going to be rocking and rolling around here. Look how the parking lot is really filled up, getting ready for our Super Dirt Week. Our rain has moved out for right now, looking pretty good. We still have some lingering showers hanging on in Syracuse, but not going to be lasting for too much longer. We're waking up in the 50s right now, and we are on the backside of this rain. So we're wrapping things up here. Cooler air is moving in, eventually turning drier, but we still have a few spotty lake effect rain showers hanging on today. Not for everyone, but there will be some, but our trend is going drier, but also cooler. Our highs today in the 60s, and it's breezy today too. We got that northwest wind kicking in, so the cooler air blowing over the warm lake. So we'll see a few of those spotty lake effect rain showers, but low to mid 60s today, which is seasonable for this time of year, but it's definitely cooler than it's been the last several days, and then cold nights coming at us. Starting tonight, we have frost advisories for most of central New York. The counties and the areas you see shaded in kind of this brighter blue and then the purples. Best chance of seeing some of that patchy frost, but more so Friday morning. It's cool tomorrow. We're below normal in the 50s for high. So tomorrow is definitely a sweater weather kind of day. And then we got at least a nice bright sunny day. But when you wake up Friday morning, I'm telling you now, find your ice scrapers, okay? Otherwise, you're going to probably have to have your car defrosting for a few minutes on Friday morning, because a lot of us are in store for frost and even that killing freeze for a lot of locations, and especially in those outlying areas. So just a heads up there. All right, so our rain is moving out. Here we are by 10 o'clock. Our rain is pretty much done. There's the little bit of lake effect I was just talking about. And then it's sunny. It's cool. We're in the 60s, and then it's breezy. So when you're not in that direct sun, especially this evening, it's going to feel cool. So you're going to want an extra layer if you have to be out watching anyone's soccer, field hockey games or anything like that. Overnight, we are clear, and that's when our temperatures go down. We got a bright sunny day tomorrow in the 50s. And then our temperatures, they are going down Friday morning. Whew, it'll be one of our coldest mornings we've had since, oh gosh, like mid-April. I think the April 18th was the last time we were 32.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's been a minute.
All right, let's see if you have today's question of the day in the bag.
You want rain jacket and the hoodie, right?
Yeah, you'll want to kind of layer up. If you are eastbound and you are still dealing with a little bit of rain and about to leave, sure, rain jacket, you're not going to need it all day, though. We're already starting to dry things down and get some clearing going on from Oswego to Sodus, and even out towards Baldwinsville, we're noticing some of that clearing sky. The roads are wet, but the bulk of our rain is moving on out. A few lake effect rain showers I'm not ruling out, because we're in the 60s and it's breezy for those highs today, so it's cool and you're blowing over that lake, so that will generate that. Hey, tonight the sky goes clear, the wind goes calm, and that's going to give us some cold, frosty mornings tomorrow. Even more so on Friday. We're going for a low of 32, or excuse me, 32. 32 for the low.
Ooh.
I wish 42.
Sound like she was starting a children's book there. The sky goes clear.
Yeah.
What do you say? The wind goes calm.
Listen, that's what I
Sheep
do.
goes baa. The cow goes moo.
That's been my life every night for the last 9 years, so don't put it past me.
Nobody tells the weather like you. All right, well, don't forget, folks, WSYR Plus, download it, and we are going to be joining you at 7 o'clock for more news on WSYR Plus.